Hi and welcome back to the channel. Stranger Things, Chapter 3, The Case of the Missing Lifeguard. And yeah, that's probably the girl who got kidnapped by Billy in the last episode and we assume fed to the monster thing that's reassembling itself. If it's the mind flayer or whatever it is, it's
Body flare.
now it's the body flayer, yeah. But yeah, we talked pretty much about everything that happened in the last episode, in the last video. So I think we're just gonna jump straight in and then talk about it afterwards.
Is Mike a good kisser? I don't know. He's my first boyfriend.
Nothing to compare it to.
Holy shit, this is insane. Max. Yeah, quiet, sorry.
Just relax, okay? Stop asking rational questions. I know. You're right.
You're not gonna get answers to rational questions.
And not logical. Precisely. It's a totally different species.
They say we are species. What? Emotion, not logic. What?
Guys, it's ready. Well, not right now. No, there's not. No.
They're just being
What
boys.
happened? What?
Oh, and he is in a shit mood.
Hey! Hey!
Jeez.
Oh, hey.
No.
I'm sorry. I thought that,
Mike's not here. Max wanted to have a sleepover. Is that okay?
Yeah.
They're gonna see something.
Mr. Wheeler.
And Billy is on it.
Boring. Yeah, boring. Let's do it again.
Yep.
Billy.
There we go.
If he's with a girl or doing something gross, just get out of there right away before you're scarred for life. Max. No, I'm just saying, I'm serious. He's really gross. Max. Shutting up now.
Yeah, it's gonna be gross, alright.
Don't be afraid.
He's on the floor
I'll be over soon.
talking to someone. What is it? What happened?
Whew, now they got pulled into the main plot. Didn't get in shape for Hellboy, or is this before or after that?
We need to talk.
Yeah, we do. I haven't been stood up like that since Alice Gilbert in the 9th grade. What are you doing?
Just not even thinking about that.
Hello?
What am I looking at?
Okay, you're freaking out.
Right? Why are all these magnets suddenly losing their magnetism? So I went and saw Scott.
Scott? Who's Scott?
Scott Clark.
You've outdone yourself, Joyce. You really have. No, you've outdone yourself.
You said no day.
You're not even listening to me. It can't just be a coincidence, Hopper. It has to be them.
Joyce, stop.
It has to be the lab.
It is impossible.
Just listen to her. She's like always right about this stuff.
Yeah,
to the left.
I want to go back.
Because some magnets fell off your fridge.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense.
Thank you.
I'm a little busy right now, but I'm thinking maybe we can meet up there, like tonight, like 7 o'clock. You know, of course, unless something comes up. Joyce!
I need to borrow these.
You're not going back there. Joyce! Joyce, you're not going back there. Son of a bitch!
And she knows he's going to follow her.
When Billy is alone with a girl, they make like really crazy noises. They scream? Yeah, but like happy screams. Happy screams? What is happy screams? It's like I'm just gonna
What sweet solution.
Guys, that's enough. I think this is big. Bigger than one article. In fact, I think this has got to be a book. The mysterious case of the missing fertilizer. A Nancy Drew mystery.
Damn. Just when you thought, well,
Next time the call comes in,
she really gets to stick it to him at some point.
Anyway, you have the perfect one right in front of you. Seriously, if you say Robin again. Robin, no. Stop. No. Robin, no.
She's a weirdo, and she's hyper. I don't like that she's hyper. And she did drama. That's a bad look. And she's in band? No.
That's awesome.
School, which means you're technically an adult. Oh no, my arm! Lucas, look, my arm! Sir Lucas, the zombie horde roars. Do you fight back, or do you run? Fine. You guys win. Congratulations. Will, I was just messing around. Come on, Will. Move! You're destroying everything, and for what? You can swap space with a stupid girl? Elle's not stupid. It's not my fault you don't like girls. I'm not trying to be a jerk, okay? But we're not kids anymore. I mean, what did you think, really? That we were never gonna get girlfriends? That we were just gonna sit in my basement all day and play games for the rest of our lives? Yeah. Yes, I did. I really did. Will!
You could still do stuff like that. Where's that gonna go? Oh, she's a nice woman now. Nice transition.
Shit. Duffel bag.
Glasses.
Evil Russian.
Might not be. Yeah.
Alright everyone, listen up!
That's what I was thinking as well.
My point, right? Isolate. Too bad if that feels good.
They're both like, what the?
A trip to China sounds nice. If you tread lightly.
She is
Tread.
a good addition to the team.
If you tread lightly.
What are you doing?
I cracked.
Crack what?
Got it.
I cracked the code.
God.
Oh, there it is! Careful, they might have rabies.
I hope they get eaten by a lot of rats.
Yep.
Get that thing out of here.
It is important to me that you feel safe. That you and your family feel safe. I want you to feel like this can still be your home. You didn't think I'd find out about that? You have people that know you've been to. You have people that care about you right here in Hawkins.
I mean, people like Scott Clark.
It's a joke.
What's that?
We're sorry!
Seriously, is something gonna happen to that poor kid again?
They better not.
He's been through enough.
Stupid. This is a joke.
Don't do it, Will.
doing?
Maybe she fell or something.
Nancy.
Or something.
Is this stressful?
This is Driscoll.
Let me check it out. No, I'm still looking. Let me see it. Hang on.
You know they're gonna hook up at some point.
Yeah.
They all hop up and fight, but jeez, that's big guy.
Heather's house.
He's so funny.
Max, you're feeling just fine right now, aren't you, Heather?
I'm feeling so much better. Do you girls want a cookie? They're fresh out of the oven.
No. Well, that was interesting.
Oh yeah.
He's back.
Oh,
I told you to slow down on that wine, Janet.
Yes, darling.
you okay, Mommy?
Janet? Janet? Janet?
I'm really sorry about this, Daddy, but it'll all be over soon. I promise.
Damn. Building an army or something?
Clearly.
So, yeah. The fuck? Yikes, that was,
Intense.
so it's not, the Mind Flayer is not, so he's not eating people, it seems like. It's possessing people and then it's assembling itself or something other monstrous thing with the rats and the fertilizer and all that. It's still a bit of a mystery. Like, we don't know exactly why all of this stuff is going on yet, but it seems like it's possessing people, starting with Billy, and then he reined in Heather, and now Heather's mom and dad, and it's probably just gonna go on from there.
Yes.
So gonna somehow have to perform an exorcism on a lot of people.
Yeah. It's the groups are clearly dividing now. Like the
main characters.
well, yeah, they're grouping.
Hmm.
So we're following different groups trying to solve this mystery.
Yeah, like we've done that before as well, of course. It seems, and it was especially in this episode, we had Max and Eleven looking for Heather. They got pulled into it early in this episode, which is yeah, I like that people are getting pulled into the main plot a little bit more. Even the boys at the end there, when they came and they saw Will, and he was sitting there in the rain, and he had destroyed his house,
yeah.
his
That
what
was
do you call it? Yeah, clubhouse or whatever.
this whole episode coming when we talk about Will has been very symbolic, I think, with him struggling with trying to grow up, maybe because he wanted to stay true to the D&D, and it seems like he does not want to grow up, maybe because.
Well, yeah, like he had a
reasons.
perfectly good like life/relationship with his buddies. They were playing D&D. They were having a good time. Didn't want anything to change. What Mike said about him not being interested in girls, that might also be a factor as well. Like he doesn't get why his friends is suddenly so obsessed with this thing that he has absolutely no interest in whatsoever.
Yeah, but I think that boils down to maybe it's hints about his sexuality.
Yeah. It could be that, or it could just be him not being like he's not sexually developed yet or anything. Like it could be many things. But
well, I think there's been very clear signs throughout that he might be gay. Both with him.
Yeah, he's been teased with it and stuff, but I don't think we've seen any like indications that he's like interested in boys. It's just that he's not interested in girls. He might as well be asexual. Joyce and Hopper went out to have a look at like the old facility that we spent a lot of time in season 1 and 2, and they thought it was abandoned and there were no more activity there, and then Hopper ran into this big Russian fella that we've seen before.
At some of the same places. Where
and we know that guy is very strong and probably also a very good fighter, and we got that confirmed because this is the first time we've ever seen Hopper like get his ass kicked by another dude. I think like usually he is such a big dude, so like, and he can fight and all that, so usually Hopper, he can handle himself in situations like that, but this time he got the shit kicked out of him. Like really, he got so many punches to like,
especially
the abdomen and
the ribs,
and the ribs and the back, and whew, he's gonna need some recovery time probably.
Yeah.
Which is yikes, because we need him on his feet. We need him to be there to protect the others.
Yeah, but it was this episode where we saw that with the Hopper and Joyce, their date. They're definitely not date. I just thought it was quite funny because in the last episode we saw how the boys were boys and girls were girls, like small, and you said they were kids and boys are stupid, and well, clearly Hopper didn't get the memo because he also was kind of, you know.
He was being jealous, like, but you can see, like, his, I think, is a more of a, I don't know, it's not that his actions was like 100% justified or anything. He didn't know Joyce was dealing like with like this whole magnetism thing, and he's been wanting to go on a date with her for a while.
Yeah,
I think,
clearly.
and now he finally got her to go on a date with her, with him, even though he said it wasn't a date. Got everything like good restaurant, and he ordered like wine and the Chianti and the scotch and all that stuff, and I reckon he's just hurt. That's a lot of it. So it's understandable that he's hurt. It's just a reaction that
I'm so childish, and he should know.
He's been dealing a lot with children. I don't know. It's
yeah, but also like he should know her. Well, that she's. I don't think she's capable of just, you know, just
hurting him like that.
Yeah, and just
standing
him up. Yeah.
Like that.
I don't think she's capable of that because she's so soft-hearted somehow.
Yeah. And I think he knows that as well. Like
he just does not want to admit it.
Yeah, and he was probably because he was mad and hurt, so he was just trying to push her buttons.
Well, you do kind of think irrationally when you are in love.
Yes, very not rational and very emotional.
Yeah.
And feelings are involved a lot of the time.
And I think what I wanted to say was just that it just clearly just not change whether you are 12 years old
you might be better at handling your emotions, but that's not for sure at all. Like, if you're a kid, teenager, adult, we all have moments where like it's rationale just goes out the window and we're running on pure emotions. Yeah, that can happen to everyone, and it is it's very human. very human. But what else happened? We got some more with Nancy and Jonathan. And
can I just say, that guy who's picking on her,
he
kind of looks like someone very familiar, I think, because he's so tanned, and then he got that almost white lip.
Oh yeah,
and the weird turn. What's it called? Comb over.
Comb over.
Yeah.
Like, who are we talking about now? Is it her boss or the guy who's just picking on her?
Picking on her.
Ah, okay, yeah.
He kind of looks like someone I know. Somehow.
Yeah. Like he's there's
almost orange tan, and
there might be a resemblance to some other person whom we do not like.
It might be,
and it might be. God, I really hope like those guys they get some kind of lesson down the line that come on, don't be dicks and treat her like a human being and not just, oh honey, little girl, you don't have any ideas of your own, you can't think on your own, just get me the coffee, and it's the equivalent of shut up and go make me a sandwich, bitch. So
I really hope that she's gonna get her scoop.
Yes, of course she is. She's a great
jump ranks.
Yeah, she's a great investigator. Like we've seen that. So she's
relentless.
Exactly. And where's that guy that helped them in the second season?
Yeah, he might come.
Why?
He might come.
Yeah. I hope he's coming back at some point, because I'm like, why isn't she working with him or for him instead?
He loves conspiracies.
Yes, and he knows that like her and Jonathan, they are
hooking up.
Oh yeah, that as well. But he definitely knows that.
Yeah.
He practically pushed them into each other's arms. But yeah, he knows that they can do good work. They're good investigators and all that. So yeah, we might see him.
Once again, the thing. I'm just.
Oh yeah.
The thing. It's getting more and more apparent, I think, that this is just basically the thing with even creating human
puppets.
Puppets, yeah. And I somewhat fear that at some point we're just gonna see them go monster-like. They're just gonna break out their skin, and then they're just mutated monsters underneath or something. It's very.
I'm sure they're like, even though we've seen some special effects and CGI, like there's some to come, and that is definitely something that could happen.
And the whole thing with their warmth, because there's a specific scene in the thing where they all gather together and they have to find out who's infected or not. So they have like they heat a needle, a big needle with some fire, and then they put it down on the blood, and then the blood goes berserk. And I saw that the next one is called the sauna
test.
Yeah, and I cannot stop thinking about that particular scene in the thing. So maybe they're just gonna pull a lot of people into a sauna and see if
like who's infected and who's not. That might be that might be a good way to go about it. I have not seen the thing, so I wouldn't know. But as I've mentioned on this channel before, I am not really into horror.
It's not really. I don't think the thing
horror or like.
It's just gross out.
I'm fairly certain it falls under the horror category, but there's probably a lot more to it than that. I'm sure. I've just seen some clips where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I don't think it's that like terrifying in that sense. It's just it's just disgusting with the whole.
That's not the terrifying part, the psychological horror stuff. That's not what I don't like. It is the disgusting stuff that I'm not that much into. Yeah. Like when it gets almost like torture, like torture porn almost. I know that's not the thing, but it's a term like that you use with films like Saw and Hostel. Like some people have used it, where it's all about just watching people getting tortured and getting killed and mutilated in very particular ways, and it's just not my cup of tea.
The thing is much more than just a gross out.
I'm fairly certain it is, and it's
something
something
iconic.
It's yeah, it is, and it's something I have to watch at some point. I've just never. I have to be coaxed into into watching stuff like this. Yeah. Even Stranger Things, I was not 100% on board at the beginning because I was like,
it's scary.
It's horror related and stuff like that. And once again, to reiterate, it's not because I get scared. It's just I just don't find it entertaining. A lot of horror movies and slasher movies and stuff like that. I just don't find it that entertaining unless there is a really good plot and some really good characters, like Stranger Things. So at some point, I'm sure I'm going to watch The Thing as well. Yeah, speaking of a thing, wow, that was a bad transition. But the old lady.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah, she clearly got infected as well, and she's eating the fertilizer, and it kind of just cut right there. So there's a lot of,
cliffhangers.
There's a lot of cliffhangers, I think. We're just gonna watch the next one as soon as we can, and we'll see what's going to happen with all this and all the infected and the sauna test in the next one. And yeah, it's
looking good so far.
It's looking good so far. It's ramping up. Do you have anything more to add?
Nope.
Alrighty then. Then, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.